Hey everyone, let's take a look at the City Center by Lego City. This is set number 60380 and it contains 2,010 bricks. And you heard me correctly, 2,010 bricks for this. So as you can see on the front of the box, this looks pretty fun. I can see we get plenty of minifigures here and several buildings and something that says hotel, so I guess we got a place to stay for the night. And yeah, there's a bunch of minifigures with it too. You can see on the top of the box there. Yeah, this is not a bad set. It's pretty large. I think this is one of Lego's largest city sets ever made, so this should be Lego City Expert. I wish they'd bring out a line for that. So it looks like we can reconfigure the city center into other arrangements and stuff. So look at all this here. Looks pretty interesting. It looks like it's only got one side though. Well, my box cutter is mighty hungry. We're going to open this up here and see. And yeah, it's one of the very few times I get to use a box cutter. And we're going to dump all this out. And I'm going to do things a little differently here. I'm just going to unbox it, see what the bags are, then we're going to do the review, then I'll still build everything. We're going to do the parts in another installment, but this is just going to be the unboxing, and I'm just going to have the brick exploration separate. And looks like this is just taped together or glued together. So we'll have to stick the old finger in there. Let's see what we got in here. So it looks like we got ourselves some manuals. We got manuals 1, 2, 3. Well, that's 4 and that's 3 and it's 5. So there's 5 manuals, and if that's all the stickers, that's not too bad considering the amount of pieces we have in there. And yeah. It's yeah, so I don't know how many bags we have in here. Let's see if the book tells us here. And basically the whole intent of this is to see what this looks like before we even get it. So it just jumps right on into bag 1. So we're going to cheat here. This obviously starts at 16. So it looks like we get a lot of bags here. And that's the whole goal of this. So so it looks like we do stop at probably bag 18. Well, I'll tell you right now, there's a lot more than 18 bags in here. Well, that's a lot. That's what one of these look like when it's unboxed. We're going to save that for another video, but let's just jump right on into the exploration and the review. Before we head to the city center, let's take a closer look at the minifigures. So there appears to be 14 in total. Looks like we have the doctor, the noodle guy. Looks like this is the comic book guy. Maybe he's doing some cosplay. I don't know if she's the doctor or not, or she's a server. Here we have the DJ, and I need that wig, just not in lime green. I don't know if he's supposed to be the farmer or the janitor. It's like some office worker, and we have a couple of random people here, and we got a child. I think there's only 2 children figures in this whole thing. And I don't know who she belongs to, but we got the barber there with his big giant pompadour. We got the violinist, and I like that violin. I may pick up a few more. Here's the other child figure. And yeah, all the torsos are printed on both front and back. Nice graphics. Nice set of minifigures all around. Let's take a complete 360-degree tour. And here we have the main street, which is pretty cool. And these are your road plates here. So you can actually take these off and connect them with your existing road plates. So that's pretty cool. And we have several buildings in here. So we got like a little pizza shack. We have a comic book store down here. And I believe one of these is probably a doctor's office. Here we got a hotel, which kind of goes up to the 2nd floor here. And we got a little catwalk here, and this does open up. You just have to pull this apart. It should swing out of the way, and you can have access into the interior of that as well. And I'll leave that loose so we could take a closer look at that. Got a Lego brick here. Here we got a little barber shop, and I think one of these is a cell phone store, or maybe that's a cell phone store. I'm not quite sure. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So we're going to take a look at the back here. And it's open, so it's meant to be played with. So it looks like right here we have, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe this is some kind of podcasting area. I don't know. And we got the hotel here. Here's the hotel room. And this is the little receptionist area right here. And there's complete passageways that take you into here. We got the little cell phone computer shop. And down here, that's the barber shop. So this is the veterinarian clinic area. This is the vet clinic. We got ourselves a little golden lab there and a parrot. And my apologies about the light. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. That's as far as light can go. So here we got the little check-in area for the hotel. And I'm not sure what this is here. I don't know. There's a lot of rooms in here. Probably the janitorial closet, not sure. And then down here we have the comic book store, and there's the interior for the little pizza shack. We got a little noodle bar here, and like these lights, pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff. Now we got a sign here for this. It tells you what's coming up, and sadly that's a sticker. I wish that was printed, but I do like the design of this as well. Now some of this stuff seems a bit flimsy. Now this model is meant to be broken apart, so you can actually take off the floors and reconfigure this whole building. Okay, so some of the stuff could be put at ground level, or you can use it up on a higher level. So everything here is completely configurable, which means you can play with it. But we'll save that for the review. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what this is. And well, nothing better than taking a close-up tour, so let's have a closer look. Here is the little pizza shack. I like that pizza slice on the top. There's that sign. Still wish that was printed. And one thing this set is not short on is minifigures. We got plenty of those. Here we got the little noodle bar. Close up of that tree. And we got some birds on the top too. Pretty cool. Now I do like the way they did this chained fence here next to the water. Well, I'm assuming that's water anyways. And there, right there, we have the little comic store. We got this little vehicle here too. Take a look at that real quick. It's like some kind of a delivery van. And yeah, it's probably not the most desirable vehicle I've ever seen. There's the flatbed. Not too bad. And the doors open up. It seats one minifigure. See if I can get the top of that off there. And yeah. Well, there's the carrot top. It rolled in there. The vehicle will probably be played with. For me, it won't. I wish that was printed on top. Make a good piece for a mock. And yes, I do use these sets for mocks. Here we got the barber at the barber shop. He's even got the pompadour too. And here we got the vet clinic. And yes, I know that's crooked there. You'll get the reason why I'm dinging off for the review on that one. And here, I think this is some kind of podcasting area or maybe a radio station. I don't know. I like that Lego brick right there. And up here, we got a DJ mixing some tunes and a little dance floor. Looks like one of those disco floors you'd see in one of those popular movies. And here we got the catwalk that kind of joins these two areas up. And this does open up right here. So you can actually have minifigures inside there. I don't close it all the way. It's meant to snap in, but I don't want to close that up too much. here at the very top, we got ourselves some solar panels and some wind turbines, and these could turn around and stuff like that. Here we got the hotel room, little balcony here with a nice little tree. And my apologies about the background noise. Not a whole lot I can do about that. For those who don't know, I'm in a business district. Here's the hotel sign. And this right here is supposed to be a phone store. Well, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the interior of the build. So as you can see, there we go. We'll start right here. There's the barbershop. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of lacking in interior. Here's the little vet clinic. We got ourselves our golden lab and a parrot. Yeah. And an area here with a couple of boxes. So I think this is probably, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a podcasting area. I don't know. It's just, looks like this is probably one of those microphones or something, but I don't know what that is. But if you look right down through here, it actually goes through that catwalk we just opened up. So this is all meant to be joined together. So here's the other part that ties into this here. And here's the area, like the receptionist area for the hotel room. We got ourselves some, looks like menus and magazines and stuff. Nice magazine rack. And down here, I still think this is like the janitor's closet. We got a chainsaw and some other things. Not a whole lot in that little room there. Oh, and I forgot to mention, here's the cell phone store. Kind of dark in there. I have no way to put light into this right now. I'm still working on that. Here's the comic book store. And yeah, you can see we got some merchandise on the shelves and stuff like that. Oh, display area in the main window. Here's another close-up shot of that noodle bar, and here's the interior of the pizza shack. So, not too bad. Look at all the decorations on the sides here. Pretty cool. There's a hotel thing. This was a sticker. I was hoping that to be printed. Other than that, though, this is not too bad. It's a nice little build. I like this colored sidewalk, too, crosswalk. There's so much going on here that I can't cover everything in this review. So if you're interested, I have a complete build tour of this, too, where I build the whole thing and we just kind of explore each piece as we go. Other than that, though, I'll save my final thoughts for the review, but you can pretty much tell I'm pretty pleased with this set. It's really nice. Let's dive right on into the review. And as we saw, the set is playable. Matter of fact, you have access to all the interiors of the build, including this little catwalk here. So everything has complete access. And in addition, we can rearrange all the builds and stuff. So I would say this is a set that is meant to be played with. So you will not be dissatisfied with the play value on this. It's really good. So if you get tired of this layout, just rearrange the pieces and come up with your own theme. So I'm really happy with it. Now for the build experience, that was another positive. I had fun in putting this together. It wasn't boring or lame or anything like that. I actually enjoyed piecing this whole set together. So you will not be dissatisfied with the build experience. And in addition, this is broken down into 18 portions. That means that you and 17 other friends could put this together at the same time and probably get the whole set done in 20 minutes. For me, it's a great family build. Now, I did this all solo, but if I had a family that's interested in Lego, we could put all this together. So everything is completely isolated up to the point of attaching everything into the main model. So as long as you get the road plates done here, everything just kind of falls in place. So it's pretty well isolated for family build. Now for the build quality, I'd have to say it's average. Why? Because this is not really stable. You can't just pick this up and move it. This is meant to be broken down. So I would say that the build quality on this is just average. It's not durable. It's more on the flimsy side, so you really can't pick this up. And I cannot stress this enough, if you get sets like this or this large, get yourself a turntable. Knowing that it makes it easier to put it together, well, you can even play on this as well. Somebody must have taken a nap somewhere. Oh, the scooter took a nap. As for city drop-in value, that's where things kind of get pushed to the limit. This looks pretty good in terms of for city use, but as we saw in the back, it's open. So you wouldn't really want to put this somewhere unless it's like in a corner. I do like the fact that you can connect the roads up to this and stuff, but city drop-in value is kind of lacking. Now for mock value, you could finish this up or even pull some of these creations out for a mock. Like I like this pizza slice here, the DJ mixing station, and this little tree here is pretty cool, and a lot of other things. A lot of good building ideas out of this set. So a lot of this stuff here could be used. For my final summation on this set, it's pretty good. I'm going to give it a score, an 8 out of 10. Reason being is I did have some issues with the stickers. Nothing major. But the main issue, and you probably saw it with the brick exploration, is a lot of these glass elements here are scuffed. I mean, some of these are pretty badly scratched. And now I'm dinging hard on those now. I mean, if I'm getting a set like this and it's pretty pricey, yeah, I'm going to get a little nitpicky on parts that are heavily scratched, especially for a new set. Now, I'm guessing this set is probably priced anywhere between $200 $250. I don't know. I'll have the price in the description. But for me, I would say this is worth no more than $200. But I think the whole goal about what Lego was shooting for with this one is that this is meant to be built with a family. So I'm assuming maybe the price value wouldn't be too grotesque if you're going to do this with your family. It'd be a good afternoon, evening build, especially on a hot day or if it's raining outside and you're cooped up in the house. There you go. So this would be a really fun set to build. All in all, though, I'm really pleased with the build experience with this set. It was fun to put together. I enjoyed it. Now I want to know what you guys and gals think. Do you think this set is worth its price? Like I said, I don't know what the retail price of it is, but I'm just kind of estimating in my head. And for me, for just a bunch of small little modular pieces put together, I don't know. I can't put my finger on this one, but I think just from the build experience alone, maybe. You know, there's a lot of good ideas. But I want to know what you guys and gals think. Tell me what you think of the set. Is this something you're after? Does this look something that you could spend time with your family with? This would make a great piece for several kids in a family to put together, in my opinion. But tell me what you think.